Hello, and welcome to the podcast here at Hirschbach in the Box with Brad. Today, I will be hosting the podcast with my special guest, Bianca Sanchez. Welcome, Bianca. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, Jessie. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. I know most of our drivers and fan club out there, you guys are very familiar with Bianca. Today, I know typically in the podcast, we talk about lots of fun stuff. If you guys have questions, go ahead and send them in and we will gather those questions for you. And if we have time, we'll read through them a little bit later on today. But today, we wanted to talk about a couple things. So, as the world is opening back up, we're going to start doing some of our fun events again. We want to talk
Yep.
about the best of the best, Bianca, and driver advisory board. What else are we going to be talking about?
Oh, we've got best of the best, like you said. We've got driver advisory board. We've got truck show coming up in July, which is the I-80 Walcott truck show.
It's one of my
And I know it's mine too. It's such a fun. It's not as big as Mass or Gats, but it's a fun one. And then we right after that we've got for the first time we're going to do the Iowa State Fair. And then we have Driver Appreciation Week in September. So we got a full docket of things coming up, which is really exciting.
I am so glad that we can start doing these events again and getting out there to see all of our drivers and our drivers' families. One of the reasons Walcott is one of my favorite truck shows is because I get to see so many of our Hirschbach families,
Hmm.
and their kids, their families, their wives, and just being able to see it face to face and maybe outside of the office and just kind of be able to hang out a little bit. It's one of my favorite things to do. So look forward to seeing you guys out there. I think Bianca will be there, myself will be
Yep.
there. We've got the recruiting trailer going out there. It's very, very hot, but the recruiting trailer will be air conditioned. Bianca, what are the dates for Walcott again? Can you remind me?
It's going to be July 8th. It starts on Thursday, July 8th, and it's going to go through July 10th, I do believe. And you're welcome to bring your pets out there. I think most people know this by this point, but we love it when you guys bring your dogs by. We get to give them some cookies.
Dogs, cats, no snakes, please. Not my favorite. But
No
yeah,
snake.
so Walcott will be out there for a couple days. And if you guys have anybody that you want to bring with you, you guys, most of you know that we're doing our CDL training program. So if you have referrals or people you want to bring with you to introduce, we can get the recruiting paperwork done right there. Or if it's another driver that you meet, and you think they might be a great addition to our team as well. We're still paying out the $1,200 for driver referrals. So go ahead and
Mhm.
bring those over to the booth. We'll have recruiters on standby. We'll be fully equipped. We can run all the reports, help them fill out the applications, and get it done right there. So come on over.
Yeah, absolutely. Come see us. Walcott's always a good time, and we have giveaways and other fun things going on, and sometimes we even make people sing karaoke with us. So it's a good time. We really want to see your face, so stop by and say hello.
Nobody wants to hear me sing karaoke. I'm telling you, I cannot sing. So anybody else that wants to take over the mic, they're more than welcome to.
We usually get some good singers though by there. They have a good time. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. So that's Walcott. I know the big event that we're getting so many questions for. Let's talk about that one a little bit, Bianca. So the annual Best of the Best banquet is coming up, and that's here in just a few months. And so
Mhm.
we've got everything kind of ramped up. Last year we kind of closed it down. We couldn't quite do the event, but this is my in-house most favorite event of all.
Yep,
Been
absolutely.
doing it, I think every year it continues to get better and better and better. Drivers are helping us. We do a driver behind it right before it actually. But
Mhm.
why don't you tell us what the criteria is for best of the best and go over kind of what those levels are and how someone can get invited to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, like you said, best of the best. It's one of it's one of the best times that we have all year. Pun
The
intended.
best.
The best time. It's I missed it last year, not getting to be part of it. We did something a little bit different, but everybody loves to come together. I've gotten so many questions asking if we're definitely having the in-person event. We are. It's Friday, July 23rd. And it's it's a month away. We are a month out from best of the best. So y'all get ready. We're gonna have a party. It's gonna be a good time. Now, to answer your question about criteria or who gets invited to the banquet, so every year we release the best of the best list. And on that list, we have platinum, gold, and silver, best of the best, and rising star. And then we also have our Million Mile awardees that we hand out. We've got our 10-year awardees. So the people who receive the invitation to the banquet are those who fall into the platinum best of the best category, platinum rising star category. And now, fun fact, they both have to meet the same criteria. It's just that rising stars have not quite been here for a year yet, where best of the best have been here for over a year. And the million milers, so people who hit 1,000,000 miles in 2020, and anybody who hit 10 years or up in service with us, they all get invitations to the banquet. And we have a team of people. You've probably heard from Abby, myself, or Bailey. To if you're on the invitation list, you're getting calls, asking some questions, verifying some information. We sent you out an email with an RSVP. So we're getting fancy on you guys, using some technology, getting you signed up for some lists. But it's always a good group. I think we have about 200 people on the invitation list this year.
So 200 people, plus they're allowed to bring a significant other or a spouse or a plus one. So it's a great time. I mean, think about, there's probably going to be how many people do you anticipate this year? I know we kind of project for food and for decorations and table settings and all kinds of good stuff. How many people do you anticipate so far?
We are looking at, we're booking for about 500. So anywhere between 450 to 500. And last year, I want to say we were we were at the 500, so we were pretty much at capacity last year. So we're right on par for about the same. I think we're just under 200 invitations. So I think we're going to see about 450 to 500 people.
That is fantastic. That is a great time. So Friday, the 23rd of July, it's going to be a party, y'all. So come on over, come hang out, get your invites. Hopefully everyone's safe, fantastic drivers next year. So we'll be able to do all of this again for this year, which we'll celebrate next year. And Bianca, I heard a rumor. I don't want to know if I'm spilling the beans or not. It's kind of the pre-event. So as people come in, the drivers are coming in. We want to make sure you have activities to do or a place to hang out. So you can go to the event a little bit early, or there is also the normal boat ride that we do, kind of goes up and down the Mississippi River. And then there's also a band. Did I hear that right? If there's going to be a band there?
You did hear some good rumors. So we do have pre-events. This year, we have one cruise available, and we can fit about 130 people on that river cruise, and it goes out from 3 to 4 o'clock. So we're going to start getting our reservation list together for that one. If you don't think you're going to be there quite by 3 o'clock, or maybe you're just not interested in going on the river cruise, you can join us. We call it the patio hangout. So where we are hosting the award ceremony is at the Grand River Center. And outside they have this beautiful patio that overlooks the Mississippi River. And so we're going to have tables set up. We're going to have a little, some hors d'oeuvres available, refreshments. And we will have a band, and there might be a few familiar faces in that band. So we're gonna have some music. It'll be a good time to hang out and just get to talking with people, because honestly, we don't get the opportunity to get together very often. And so there will be people from the office, people from the management team, plus all of our wonderful drivers and their significant others or their plus ones. So it's a great time to get to talk and see faces that you usually only hear their voice.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. So it's like it's been a tough year this last year. And so now being able to come together and do all of the amazing events that we love so much. I know, Bianca, typically kind of the July, August, September, you're pulling your hair out because it seems like all of the events that we have are usually right there. And so we've got the truck shows, which are normally in August, but I think they're still canceled. Best of the best. We've got the Walcott Truck Show. Let's talk just a little bit about the driver advisory board, because that goes right along with the best of the best event. It's right before it.
Yes, and they're so important. So the members of our DAB, which is the driver advisory board, They are the representatives of the driver fleet to the management team. So they are there to be an intermediary. They are there to, in a sense, be the people who represent the driver fleet. And they're able to take feedback from the fleet to the management team. They work with the management team on issues that the driver fleet might have. They also test out all of the new stuff we're looking at. And so it's a it's a 2-day meeting in a sense, and we're able to kind of get together and work on what we're looking at forecasting for the year. But this is an incredible group of people. It's 12 members, from the over the road side and also from the dedicated side. And I think they're fantastic people. We just recently opened up the pool for nominations and the votes came in. So we have our representatives. We had 7 seats open. So we have our representative now for 2021 who are selected. They'll serve a 3-year term. And if we're ready, I'll go ahead and officially put those names out there. You ready to hear them?
I'm ready to hear them. I know it's been a lot of people. First of all, there's a ton of people who were absolutely amazing, and
Yes.
they were nominated. So the nomination list was huge. That speaks volumes because we want people who, are a great representation for the drivers and for the company. I mean, this position that they hold is so important to us because they
Mhm.
help make our fleet, our company, a better place, both for the office and for the drivers. So yes, I'm very excited to hear them. Are you ready to announce them, Bianca?
I'm ready. So
All right, let's.
before I announce those people, I'm gonna remind everybody who our current DAB members are. We've got John Carr, Sean Schweiner, Tracy Zimmerman, Marvin Hardy, and Luis Ruiz. And all of them, with the exception of John Carr, are dedicated on our dedicated fleets. John Carr is from our OTR side. All of them have been current DAB members and have served for the last year or two. And they're a great group of people. And so we've got 7 new faces who are going to be joining that team. And they are, drum roll please, from dedicated, Robert Cogswell. We have from the OTR side, Christine Rawl Gordy. From the OTR side, Charles Wright. Julian Burgess, he goes by Butch, so Julian Butch Burgess. Marcus Hall, he's a name that we're all familiar with. He's been around for a long time here at Hirschbach. Johnson, he is actually from the West Coast. He's a representative of a new team of drivers out there on the West Coast. Cleveland Bowler, and then our 2 alternates are Clinton Lindig and Rolando Dunn. If there should be a seat that opens, that would be, they would slide into that role. And then next year, if no seats open, when the people who are currently on the DAB, when their term ends, they will roll into those positions. John BC was actually selected for, his name was announced for the DAB. He actually has accepted a position in the office, so he is going to be the driver liaison to the DAB going forward. And so we wanted to say he was announced for the DAB, or he was supposed to be on the DAB, but he's going to become the driver liaison since he's going to be stepping into an office position. So congratulations to everybody.
Congratulations.
It's a
Yeah,
great group of people.
thank you for sharing that list. That's amazing. So congrats to all. And then again, we have open nominations again every year for is it a 3-year term, Bianca? Is that right?
It is a 3-year term, yes.
Perfect. So 3-year term. So we'll have a few people falling off next year. So if you guys are interested in becoming a driver advisory board member, just make sure that you're reaching out. Make sure when those nominations come open again that we know your name and you're making sure that you raise your hand.
Yes, absolutely. It's an honor to have these people be a part of this and help carry us to where we're going in the future. So I'm very pumped to see all these people in July and work with them. They'll be coming in for our biggest meeting that we have with the DAB is in July, and it kind of runs in tandem with Best of the Best. So we'll see what comes out of this upcoming meeting.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, B. And then I think the last event that we're going to talk about today is just the driver appreciation event. Again, last year we tried to get as many of you involved in the program as possible. This year it's going to be beefed up a little bit. We're talking to our sponsors, making sure we get some cool swag, some cool stuff for you guys. Last year our shirt was pretty cool, so we have a shirt that we send out every year, and it's kind of a big deal. And so people
Yes.
collect T-shirts. The different logos. So every year we're looking at a different driver appreciation logo. Last year didn't have kind of some like a steering wheel, and then it had a heart
Yes.
kind of in the middle
And
of the steering wheel, which was very cool.
yes, hands with a heart. So this year it'll be looking like September the 13th through the 17th, I believe, will be Driver Appreciation Week. So we got a few months. We're still gearing up for that, and I have a feeling we're going to see us at a few additional locations this year, and on top of our normal ones. So we're going to be all over the place. It's going to be a great time. And we're going to go kind of back to what you saw in the past. Like last year with COVID, we had to scale down. So there was no, chair massages or haircuts and all of that. So I think this year we're going to see what new things we can add that are still kind of, you know, pandemic friendly. but getting back to the normal, then we're going to have a good time. And we're really, like you said, we're going to do it up. We're going to have a shirt. I can't wait to see the unveil for the art. And we'll have our giveaways. We'll have our online giveaways again this year. And we're really looking forward to it. I'm so excited to do our normal big time driver appreciation week. Although it's a lot more work. You guys are worth it. You guys are so worth it. And I have such a good time doing it and being a part of it. And I run around like a crazy person all week, but
Oh, we
I,
have like 3 months where you run around like between. I'm serious, you guys. If you guys don't know B, between July to September, she's like a crazy person. She's just going from place to place to place. But this is very, very near and dear to the heart, to all of our hearts, that we make sure that you hopefully you feel the love. And if there's things that you guys think we could do differently, let us know. We'd love to have your ideas, your feedback. We want these experiences, whether it's the best of the best, the driver appreciation, the truck shows, all of those events, they're for you. And so we work with a lot of our drivers now. We get feedback. We, ask what stuff you like, what you don't like. And Bianca is the master of making sure she's always striving to make it better and to make sure that drivers have an amazing time. So thank you.
yes. Yeah. If you guys have any thoughts on things that you'd like to see or experience, just, let us know. I'm always open and you're welcome, Jessie. Like I do this because I love it. And I think it, it, it makes me happy to do something special for our drivers because they're the true heroes of what we do here. So.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. And just one last question I have, Bianca. So for the best of the best event, one of the small things that I love so much, I just want to double check and see if it's going to be there. Is the photo booth going to be there? That's my
So the photo booth is going to be there, and it's actually going to be bigger and better than ever because the photo booth is following us onto the riverboat. Ah!
You didn't
So
save that one for me. Oh, thank you. It's amazing.
we're gonna have I think we're gonna have the best of the best ever. And we're gonna be doing it up. We got some cool stuff going on, but the photo booth is definitely a hit. So come prepared to have a good time, is what I say. That's what we're all about. We're there to celebrate you guys. We're there to celebrate your wins and your accomplishments, and have a good time while we're doing it.
Absolutely. And as always, if you guys know other people out there who want to be part of this fabulous company and drive next to you, if you think they're, Hirschback worthy, or if you'd like to have that person next to you, give us a call, send over their name to your recruiters. We'd love to have a few more drivers like you guys out there. So keep sending those in. We'll happily pay you for those $1,200 per referral. But with that, I think that's kind of all we have for today. Bianca, any final words before we sign off?
No, just keep doing what you guys are doing and being amazing, and get ready for next year, man. We're still working on data for 2021, so you got some time. Let's become best of the best next year. I want to bust the seams, make us go down into the big, grand area at the Grand River Center where we have to put 1,300 people. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, everyone. Well, thank you again. Thanks for all your hard work out there. Continue, keep driving safe, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye.